Hey guys, welcome again to another episode of
Beachcast
Cinema Corner. All right, let's get into this. So today we're going to be discussing about a trailer which is called The Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Yep. So if you guys do or don't remember, regardless, the Demeter was one of the ships that Dracula genuinely used to transport himself, from Transylvania to England or to any other country. And I don't want to spoil it too much, but I've always been a huge horror fan. I've been a huge werewolf and vampire fan since the Underworld days, the Van Helsing days with Hugh Jackman, Dracula Untold, even the Dracula that was on Netflix in the 4-part series. It was kind of 4 different movies. It was kind of artsy and a little bit different. That was good. I'm trying to think what else, dude.
I know there was also Dracula 2000. That's kind of thinking back, and then the Bram Stoker's Dracula that was played by Gary Oldman. Back in the Cary Elwes.
That was great.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Now I'll even think going even back with Bela Lugosi was the first. I think. Well, I don't think he was the first. You guys can help us out with that one. Was the first Dracula?
The Nosferatu.
The Nosferatu was, I think, actually was the very first filming of the Dracula movie.
Yeah.
But this is a Universal Pictures, so this should be actually really pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty good on that.
Yeah, and I'm glad that they're doing another one because I feel like I haven't seen a good werewolf or vampire movie in a while. The books are always great too. I've always been a big Anne Rice fan. Lestat, Interview with the Vampire, Queen of the Damned, The Wolf's Gift, which is what I'm reading now. But let's get started on this one, guys.
Anne Rice was definitely a really good writer.
Yeah.
All right, that's without further ado. Let's check out this trailer.
Evil is on board. Powerful evil.
We call him Dracula.
The Demeter, on charter from Romania to London. Shipping private crates.
Baratheon right there.
Yeah.
Contents unknown. Out at sea with no land in sight.
Man, I always wondered, shooting films
This
from a
here's
different
Clement.
time period have to
He's a
do so
doctor.
much costume design work.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely blessed the designers to actually come up with the blueprints and then
Our charter has agreed to pay us for timely arrival in
think
London.
things back. It's impressive.
Let me show you the ship. This here is Huckleberry. We don't come with like this to give the ewes clear.
Demeter's a fine boat, no doubt.
Denzel and Jonathan Majors combined. Look at him.
Yeah.
That's his look.
Yeah.
Something ripped apart the animals. All the livestock. This looks like a bite.
Search the ship. Everywhere. Evil is on board. Powerful evil.
It's kind of stinks to be in a boat with somebody that's evil like that. I mean, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Unless you're a really good swimmer.
It's not a junior.
Oh my goodness.
In the night it drinks our blood. He is here. We call him Dracula.
Dude.
And that's one of the things I like too is when they have this almost bat-like design.
Yeah.
Because it kind of changes things up from the typical guy in a cloak all the time. Yeah. What it was like in Castlevania, if you guys better than the animated series on Netflix.
He is
I would recommend.
Which means that we will never leave it.
The devil is real. May God have mercy on us all.
Which I'm definitely excited to see this too because it's also going to be based on other characters outside of Van Helsing or who was the doctor that went and visited Dracula's castle? Van Helsing in some stories is his name. He had another name.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. All I remember is Van Helsing. But then you had Dr. Frankenstein, but that's Dr. Frankenstein had his own
Right.
minion was the monster, which they end up guess somebody ended up calling Frankenstein themselves. If you guys know the other doctor that was with Count Dracula, yeah, please let us know.
Yeah, because I know, and the same as the Netflix one, same as the Bram Stoker one, with Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
It was the guy who went to visit Dracula. He was doing some type of research or learning about the country or languages or something. I can't remember, but I know that every time he would write his wife a letter, his wife actually never ended up receiving them. And, obviously he told him that I think that his wife fell ill or something like that, but it wasn't true. And
Right.
throughout the movie, he starts realizing that his body's getting weaker and sicker. He started to hallucinate, and he starts realizing that Dracula's draining his blood, which is interesting because in some tales you'll find out that the vampires will drain your blood right away, and in some tales you'll find out that they'll drain you over time, which if you're stuck on a boat with somebody, probably doing that prolonged to try and keep people from just dying all the time, especially if you need to preserve bodies to continue draining to get you to your next country, that'd probably be the best route to go.
All right. I pulled it up, and somebody said Dr. Jack Seward. Did that not ring a bell? I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I've seen Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
And I just get
Mina was his wife. Okay, so Mina was
Yes.
Yeah, that was his wife, and I think in some tales Mina I think was a vampire as well. No, actually in yes. So if you guys ever saw The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen with
with Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
So the vampire lady in that movie, her name's Mina, and it's actually based off of being Dracula's. The professor that went Van Helsing to visit Dracula, Mina was his wife, and he turned Mina. To my understanding, if I remember it correctly. So I'm genuinely curious to see what's going to happen on this Demeter ship, if they try and actually kill him, or he's going to get to the next country and there's going to be a sequel.
Yeah.
So I just haven't seen a good duology or trilogy movie of just like old school monster lore,
Right.
I haven't really seen
and those of you who unfortunately are seeing and listening to it on podcast, so as we were watching the trailer, the shape that Dracula looking on the ship looks, just like a human bat. He's got the ears, and he's got the long mouth for biting, and of course then he's got his bat wings.
Right. By the way, I think it was Harker. I think Harker was married to Mina, if I remember correctly. But
okay,
you guys can correct me in the comments below. I know I'm drawing a blank, but the stories have changed character names over time as well.
Right.
But yeah, I'm genuinely curious to see if they're going to go into his origin. Are they going to stick to just what's happening on the ship? I'm excited for it. I really am.
Yeah, to see the outcome.
Yeah. See like a good old school blockbuster horror movie, man.
Right. And surprising or not, this one's coming actually in August.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So I guess we'll be waiting for August to do a review, watch it, and do a review on that movie.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think below. I would love to see your comments about that. We definitely got to do some more horror movies.
Definitely. And any horror fans, please chime in. Hey, tell us what your favorite horror movies are. Those who are horror fans.
Yeah.
We like to hear. We like to read up on that. And
yeah, because we know there's been a lot of reboots lately that haven't been that great. I'm thinking of some off the top of my head now, but some movies need to be laid to rest. Some, if they could get the reboots done right, it'd be worthwhile. Yeah, well, I'm kind of conscientious on reboots sometimes, because some of them that really needs to be kept the way they are. Right. And if you cheap cut reboot and all, I say one for all. Specifically, I was talking about like Scream. I think it was mentioned before. I was saying it's just a reboot after reboot. It's like come with something original. Because audience they want to see something different. Right, which is what I feel like when The Conjuring came out, it was so exciting because it was different. That was good. I don't know if some of you audience out there ever watched it in The Conjuring, but to me, I thought that was also a pretty impressive, a pretty good movie. It was creepy beyond. It just really makes your skin crawl. To me, I know that's. And there's mention now that HBO Max, I think, is going to be turning it into a series. Don't know if it's true yet or not, but I've heard rumors about that they're going to actually do a Conjuring series. That would actually be pretty interesting. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to see what you guys think about this in the comments below. And I want to know if you think it's going to compare to any of the original Dracula stories too. Yes. I totally agree. Yeah, to see what comparison. I
I couldn't agree more. What else can I say? All right. Well, I guess, guys, that's going to do it. That about wraps it up for today. And once again, we enjoy you guys listening, enjoy you guys watching. And once again, subscribe, leave a comment below.
Turn those notifications on.
Turn those notifications. Yes, please, por favor. All right, and that would be so great. Well, until then, you guys take care of yourself. We'll catch you next round.